Everybody, this is the planet Earth here. There's a lot of misconceptions about the city I pass every day. On my way to work, I usually pass Homestead, Florida. Now, how dangerous is Homestead, Florida, you may ask? I don't know. It depends. What do you consider dangerous? Why is Homestead rated the most dangerous city in Florida, small town Florida? We're gonna find out today. Watch my video as I drive through the Homestead, Florida area, and as I go into these neighborhoods where it can or may or may not be dangerous. We're gonna find out what makes Homestead so dangerous, and pretty much I'm actually sick of it because I've gone through this city so many times. Florida City is connected through Homestead. You know, I don't live here, but I want to figure out why the city's so dangerous. So I'm gonna figure it out right now. We're gonna do this right now. We're gonna get this. We're gonna do this. I'm going to figure out why Homestead is so dangerous. Now, I have been through these streets, I've been through every single street in Homestead that I could legally go through without having to go through security or some sort. There is some dangerous neighborhoods, but it's all about respect. I don't know if you people know this or not, but it's all about respect. Now, does Homestead look as bad as Watts? It depends. You also have to remember in 1992, a major hurricane came through Homestead, and all of these are mainly just housing apartments. You know, these are like Section 8 housing. It's not really that big of a deal. A lot of people think it's a big deal, but it's not. And these are just mainly Section 8 housing, you know. You got your casual Section 8. It's not really, to be honest, it's not that bad. I've seen way worse. Now, this is like a little project here. It's not a project, but, you know, it's a housing community. You know, not everybody has money like everybody else, but it's still really nice, you know. It's not the end of the world dangerous. It's not. And people think it's dangerous, but it's not. That's not the truth. The truth is, it's not the most dangerous place in the world. You want danger, go to Detroit, go to Oakland. You want dangerous, go there instead. But I'm just tired of hearing about how Homestead is the most dangerous city, man. You want dangerous? I can show you dangerous. It ain't in Florida, though. Go to here's Chrome, so once you pass west of Chrome, it gets pretty dangerous. Alright, well, what they consider dangerous. I don't think it's that bad. I have seen worse. I've seen worse in Oakland. I've seen worse in, I've just seen worse in a lot of other places, but, I'm not going to be walking the streets at night, of course, but I just honestly, I don't see the dangerous parts. I mean, yes, of course there's crime. Of course, we got crime everywhere. Unfortunately, Homestead had to barrel a bunch of it because of the Hurricane Andrew back in 1992, so there's a lot of rundown places, but it's not the most dangerous place. I'm sorry, but it's not. People want to say that Homestead's this and Homestead's that. It's not that bad. Now, people in Homestead, though, they love to park on the grass. I don't exactly know why they do it, but they do it, and they like to park on the grass. So I'm just tired of hearing about the same shit over and over about Homestead being the most dangerous city. It's quiet here most of the time. Most of the time, technically, it's quiet here. It's just a quiet area. It's not that bad. And you know what's funny is, like I said, I've been through all these streets. You know, I've seen a lot of this stuff here. It's I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys, but listen, people live their lives. And I really don't see anything dangerous. Like, there's a few areas that have a lot of Section 8 housing and would not be the most, the most best neighborhoods to go into. Yes, of course. But that's everywhere. That's not just Homestead. I feel bad for the people here, man, because one, I don't know. I just feel bad for the people here because people like to bitch a lot about this place. It's not the worst place in the world. I mean, it's not the worst place in the world. I've seen I've seen worse. There's areas that are run down. Yes, we already got that part down with the Homestead, and mainly it's because of the hurricane. Now, was Homestead like this back in the day? I don't know. Like I don't know. I just go through here every day, but it's not the worst place. I mean, it doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know. I've been driving. I've been driving here, and I just can't find any scary looking places. I mean, it's just people park in the grass in Florida all the time. That's the only thing they do here differently than most other states. A lot of grass and shit, but that's it. Mainly, that's it. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. You just park in the grass. But people live their lives, man. This is like a regular neighborhood. I don't know what the fuck their problem is, dude. I don't know what the hell people's problem is about this shit, but it's just... I'm sorry, guys, here at Homestead. I'm sorry that, people have painted the city as the #1 most dangerous city in Florida. I mean, yeah, there's bad neighborhoods, but doesn't necessarily mean anything. Now we're gonna start going into like I said, it's kind of hard to find a really, really bad neighborhood in Homestead because there really isn't any. It's a misconception. There is a few areas that are really, really dangerous, but it's not that bad. I'm just tired of people saying the city's bad, man. I haven't really heard anything coming from Homestead. I've heard a lot of shit coming from Miami, but not Homestead. Oh, look, our favorites. 187th. I know this place at the back of my hand now. It's sad. And in Florida, people like to park in the grass. People love parking in the grass here. I feel like it's a pastime or something. You got your apartments here. That big of a deal, It's really not that big of a deal. It's actually really nice here in Florida. They pesticided all of this, by the way, to get rid of all the mosquitoes. There were so many mosquitoes, it wasn't even fun. And what's funny is people say and like to knock down Homestead, Florida, but they actually have a lot of nice parks. They have a lot of history. They got brand new buildings coming up. It's actually getting nicer and nicer. I've heard a lot about the city, and it's actually getting nicer and nicer and nicer. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm sorry, but I don't get it. People try to make fun of this place, and it's not that bad. I'm gonna go to the really nasty ass, or what people keep saying are the bad neighborhoods. Bitch, please go to fucking Watts, go to Compton, or go to fucking Watts, man. You'll see dangerous. You want dangerous? Go to fucking Watts. I mean, every area has its bad neighborhood. Every single area. Like this area right here, people just don't clean it up. That's the only problem. That's all the problem is they don't clean it up. That's all it is. Let me give you an example of a really bad neighborhood. And if this is an area that you want to see, this would be the area that you're gonna see. Okay, Northwest 8th Avenue, and it's still not even that bad. It's just an area of housing complexes. I wouldn't bitch about it. It's just a few areas, and it's just a housing complex or low income housing. No big deal. You get that everywhere. You see that everywhere. But don't worry. This place is coming up because